that 10 book limit for hauls, let's just ignore that today. Hello and welcome to my channel, The Danish Readaholic. My name is Silka and today I will be doing a book haul. Over the past months, I have accumulated some books, and I'm gonna have to divide this haul into two because it is too much. It is too much. I have a very logical way to split them up, so that's what I'm gonna do. So this video is actually a video that was supposed to come out in December, but as you know, my boyfriend and I recently broke up, so it's coming out now instead. The reason why I mention that is because my boyfriend and I had started doing Christmas calendars for each other where we would buy presents and then, you know, we would have 24 and blah blah blah. So I have a big stack of books that he actually did get me for my Christmas calendar. It was actually kind of nice because on the day where we broke up, we actually sat down together and opened the presents from each other, so that was actually really nice. So there are 17 books that, yes, for that from the Christmas calendar. So I'm gonna go through those 17 in this part of the haul, and then the second part of the haul will just be everything else, basically. First up, I have The Sword and the Dagger by Robert Cochrane, I think. I don't remember much about this, but let me tell you what it's about. 3 sworn enemies, one unforgettable journey. Prince Elaine of Tripoli, forced into an arranged marriage. She wants nothing more than to control her own destiny. Prince Conrad of Anicog, a knight obsessed with honor. He is determined to live up to the legacy of his dead brother Charles. Rashid, trained from childhood by a sect of assassins known as Nasaris, he has been given a sacred mission to kill the Princess Elaine. And that's all I need to know. It just sounds interesting, and I have a feeling that there will be a love triangle, and I will be rooting for Rashid. Not Rashad. I will be rooting for Rashid because I feel like that will be the enemies to lovers part. I will be going fairly quickly with these because, as I said, there are 17. The next 3 I'm going to show together because it is a series. Hey! It is And I Darken, Now I Rise, and Bright We Burn by Kirsten White. So let's talk about it. So basically in this we follow Lada, I believe her name is, who is a princess, but she is also captured currently by a sultan somewhere else. I can already feel that there's going to be an enemies to lovers part in this because it says here, at first Lada takes Mehmed for an enemy. He is, after all, son of the sultan holding her captive. Aside from that, I have no clue what this book is about. It doesn't really give me all that much on the back, but I have heard great things about this and I'm actually really excited to get to it, so... And I Darken. Next up we have Legendborn! Look at this gem, I got it! I have it now. I'm gonna read it. All I know about this book is that it has something to do with King Arthur, Camelot, all those kinds of things. That is all I know, and that is all I want to know. I've heard from Jem that it's surprising, in a sense, and that it was not what she expected it to be, but it was better than what she expected, which is great, because I have no expectations for this, so I mean, I'm bound to be pleasantly surprised, right? Right? Next up, we have Splinters of Scarlet by Emily Bain Murphy. In this one, we follow Merit, who has basically vowed to never use her magic again. Wink, wink, I think we all know she will. But that is until her best friend is adopted by a family or a former dancer, it says. And then Merit uses her power to secure a job with that family so she can watch over her, but she has an ulterior motive because she believes that this family is the one that is responsible for her father's death in the mines. Now, what actually drew me towards this book is the fact that it takes place in Copenhagen, which is the capital of Denmark, so yay. And that was actually why I looked into it, and then I also liked the premise, so I mean. Next up, we have another series. So I actually only got this one from Marcus, but it's a sequel. So I went and bought the first one myself. I don't know a damn thing about this. All I know is that it's supposedly inspired by the 12 Dancing Princesses, and I love that, and I do believe that it has like a little bit of a darker twist. So, I mean, yes, please. I'm excited for this. It's not that long. I thought it would be longer, so I don't know, maybe I'll read it soon. Next up, we have Dread Nation by Justina Ireland. This follows a girl named Jane who has been training at a school for combat, basically, to protect humanity against the Walking Dead, or the approaching plague of the Walking Dead, basically. But then her family starts to go missing, and she uncovers a conspiracy that pits her against some powerful enemies, and that is awesome. I mean, it sounds really, really cool, and not like anything that I have seen before. I am not the biggest fan of the cover, I will admit, but I mean, I can live with that if the book is awesome. Next up, we have The Keeper of Night by Kylie Lee Baker. Once again, another book that I don't really know all too much about. The only thing that I know is that we follow a girl named Ren, and it starts out taking place in London with the Reapers. I don't exactly know if they're supposed to be actual Reapers or if it's just something else. But to escape her tormentors, the Reapers, she fleds to Japan and goes to the underworld, and basically there's something about the god of death. And, the goddess of death. Better. And then there is also a quest. So, I mean, what can go wrong? Next up, we have The Princess Will Save You by Sarah Henning. This is the first book in the Kingdom of Sand and Sky trilogy or series, I'm not sure. But basically we follow Princess Amarande, and when her father dies, she is given an ultimatum. She either has to marry the leader of the neighboring kingdom or give up her crown. And to further like push her and get, a decision out of her, her beloved Luca, the stable boy, is kidnapped. But what they don't know about Amarande is that she has been raised as a warrior and not a victim. That is basically all I need. Because I feel like a lot of the times when we read about princesses in books, it is either the, I don't want to say helpless, but kind of, where she learns throughout the book how to defend herself, or it is the strange, the not like other girls princess who never really cared for royal life, but knows how to fight. And then there is this. The princess that has been raised as a warrior as well as a princess. And I am here for it, and I'm so excited to read this book. Next up, we have Shadow and Flame. This is by Mindy Arnett, and this is a sequel to Onyx and Ivory, so I can't really tell you anything about it. I don't really have Onyx and Ivory close to me, so I can't really tell you what that is about either, because I don't remember. So, Shadow and Flame? Look it up. Next up, we have To Kill a Kingdom, and this is by Alexander Christo. This book follows a princess siren, and yes please. And basically she is kind of, people are afraid of her because she has like, 17 hearts of different princes that she has already conquered, stolen, basically. Then something happens that forces her to kill one of her own. As punishment for that, her mother, the Sea Queen, transforms her into the thing that she hates the most, a human. I feel this is The Little Mermaid, but twisted, where she does not want to be a human, but she is forced to, and then she has to win the prince's heart, if you know what I mean. So it gives me Little Mermaid vibes, but dark and twisty, and that is all I need. And I didn't know I needed that, but here we are. 4 books left! Next up we have Whale of the Wild. This is by Roseanne Perry, and I am beyond excited for this. I don't think you understand how excited I actually am for this. So this is by the same author who wrote A Wolf Called Wonder. I haven't read that, but I also want to read that. Basically, we follow killer whales. We follow Vega and her brother Deneb, where tragedy strikes and Vega and Deneb get separated from their family, and then we basically follow their journey to find their family again. Adorable, is it not? absolutely freaking adorable. I cannot handle it. I really should have read this by now. I love orcas so much, they're my spirit animal. Next up, another series. We have A Tale of Witchcraft and A Tale of Sorcery. This is the second and the third book in the A Tale of Magic series. Is that what the series is called? This is a prequel series to The Land of Stories, so obviously I love it. And it's by Chris Colfer. In this, we follow, what's her name? Bristol. We follow Bristol and her friends. Could basically tell you who Bristol is, but I don't want to spoil anything. But Bristol is basically also a character in The Land of Stories, and it's just really nice to get her backstory, and I am beyond excited to continue with this damn series, and I really should have done so already. The final book, and definitely a book I'm going to tackle next month, that is Christmas Dinner of Souls by Ross Montgomery. So in this we follow Lewis, who is a kitchen boy, and he is basically helping to prepare a highly unlikely feast. The people that he is preparing this feast for is a secret club for those who despise children, warmth, happiness, and above all, Christmas. And then each of these guests, they compete to tell the most terrifying and gruesome tale that they know. I am really, really excited for this, and it is really short, and I feel like it's gonna be a perfect Christmas read. Because what better way to get in the Christmas spirit than read about people who are not? That was it. That was the first part of the haul. I'm gonna go take a break. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment telling me if there is any of these books that you are now intrigued by. If you have read any of them, please let me know what you think. I know that there was a lot, so good luck. If you just want to let me know that you're here but don't know what to comment, you can always leave a green heart. If you like this video, please hit the like icon, and if you want to see more of my bookish content, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It will mean the world to me. And until I see you next time, bye!